scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind.
It's the Travel OG, and welcome to the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0!
We got started in 2021 in Atlanta, united in the pursuit of excellence in all things. It's been one hell of a ride.
Can I tell you what's on my mind? Cause I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind?
We're now focusing more on opportunities for men, in particular passport bros. Guys who go abroad, they want to have a different lifestyle, they want to have a different achievement abroad. Oh yeah, there's without a doubt the narrative has changed for us greatly.
I just finished speaking and having a chance to tell individuals about how to live the American dream outside of America. And I was here to help so many men when it comes to understanding what they need to do in order to relocate.
With the political climate, things that are happening worldwide, guess what? Nobody's coming to save us. So it is indicative that we all bound together, tighten up like a fist, and strike a mighty blow against everything that's fighting to stop us, man.
It's nothing but good, positive people, good, positive energy with one goal in mind, and that is to make money, get the hell out the Matrix, and enjoy your life. You dig? So shout out to all of y'all. Theme music.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
They here on a Friday night with Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders. That's where all the real men are. Shout out to all you black men and white men and others that are out here watching Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders tonight. We got a great one, gentlemen, a great one. I was watching our brother Lead Attorney. Shout out to the Lead Attorney and his YouTube channel, the Lead Attorney Clips. And he was giving a commentary on should Anton Daniels sue Corey Holcomb from a attorney or legal perspective. Nothing personal. I know that Lead Attorney knows Anton, doesn't know Corey Holcomb. It seems over the last couple of days, he kind of leans a little bit towards Anton's perspective. But in this particular episode, he talks directly as an attorney from the legal perspective. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. Just the legal perspective. The facts, just the facts, ma'am. The facts. So we're going to hear from the Lead Attorney and what he has to say in regards to should Anton Daniels sue. Before I do the shout outs, we got 25 people. I'll just do the shout outs real quick. I'll do my little short survey in a moment. I got a question I want to ask you guys. Someone asked the question, why do we sing? All right, David in the building. David Dice. Oh, the Dice family. Glad to see that you're here, Dave. Appreciate you here on a wonderful Friday night. Hope you guys are doing great. No matter where you are, I know life is not perfect, but hey, it's still yours. I'm glad that you guys are doing great. He says this. He says, Dre, I got to send you that Cameron interview that he recently did. Is this the one that he was talking? I think I got it, but you can send it to me. But this is the recent one where he was talking about his experience when he was in Medellin. So, yeah, I think I got it, but just to be sure, I appreciate if you send that to me. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Kenny People, who's always sending me some great content to glean from. Shout out to my brother, Kenny. Once again, we're going to hear from the lead attorney's perspective. We're going to do a reaction to his video that he did a little earlier today regarding should Anton Daniels sue. You know, he went on that man's show and Futon got embarrassed. And we know how Futon's character is. Let's be real with it. We know how Futon Daniels' character is. So I got a question I want to ask you guys in a little bit once a few more people come in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Kenny says this. He say mixed Filipino and Japanese, Spanish, Mexican, and Indian, Dominican Republic, Dominican Republic, Panamanian, and Black. This is what I was talking about for next week's topic. If you're going to have a lineup for it, I am going back to speaking on international waters. It's one thing to speak for a week about what's going on domestically, but I'm tired of talking about what's going on in the States. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, it's the same old song. Mixed Philippines, Japanese, Chinese, Spanish. Are we saying it all in one person, or just a lineup throughout the week? Shout out to you, Kenny. That's a good suggestion. He said Antoinette ain't about that life. He's not gonna sue nobody. I think that he might not, but I know Futon. I know dudes like Futon. I'm gonna say this for real. Y'all know some dudes, some cats like Futon too. Let me turn this music down. Y'all got me turned down the music already. We all know some dudes like Futon Daniels. The Tekashi 6ix9ines. The dudes that hang around us as if they tough guys for real, for real. They hang around us as if they were about that life at one point in time. Futon is Clarence that got real nice parents. He's been like that his whole life. It's in his DNA. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I want to wait for a second to ask the question, but I'm gonna just put my little 2 cents out there. I believe Futon. I would be surprised if Futon Daniels did not sue. I know dudes like that, man. I know simps. I know lames like that. Some dudes don't sue for the money. It's just because in their DNA they've been lame their whole life. And anytime lame dudes, come on, fellas, let's be real. Anytime these lame dudes get embarrassed like that, just a little bit, they in their feelings. Futon is the type of dude that get into a fight with you and call the police. Futon is the type of dude to run to the school principal and tell the principal, Andre trying to fight me after school. One of his closest friends is Charleston White, clown upon clown, the countryest clown you can find, allegedly. One of the countryest clowns you can find. Let's be real with it. Futon one of them fake dudes, man. If he don't sue, I'm surprised. Because I know dudes like that, man. I know dudes like that. If you hang around the gangs, or you hang around the tough guys, or if you hang around the dudes with money, you like them. Dude, you ain't them. Here's the other part. Shout out to the short kings. I'm gonna say this again. Shout out to all you short kings out there. But I'm gonna say this. Some of you short kings got a lot of confidence to where everybody think y'all 6 footers, 6'5", because y'all got that confidence about yourself. You don't care about your height. You still gonna get that woman. Not Futon. Futon is just a elf. He built like a gnome, allegedly. He's just an insecure dude that came up on a lick. Can we be real with it? He's just an insecure dude that came up on a lick. He takes his money and he spends it on everybody. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. Look what I can do. One of them dudes, man. Let's be real with this. I would personally be surprised if Anton didn't sue. Why? It'll give him more exposure with Corey, because just like with that exposure that what was her name, Tasha K, got when she was being sued by Cardi B, gave her a little bit more exposure, right? She had a lot before, but it even gave her a little bit more. Cost her $4 million because she lost the suit. It's the same thing that this clown gonna do, man. He gonna milk it. You saw him milking it when he was talking about his daughter. Oh, my poor little daughter, my poor little dude. That girl is 17 years old, about to be 18 in a couple weeks. What you talking about? And then I'm listening to these simps all on YouTube justifying. Man, Anton's a good dude. He's not as evil as Corey. Evil is evil, bruh. One dude talked about the daughter. Another dude is using the daughter. He gonna milk that. So I promise y'all, this is Andre's personal just hypothesis, just guesstimate for entertainment purposes only. I will be surprised if a dude like Anton didn't try to sue Corey. I know motherfuckers like that, man. Them dudes like that gonna be lame their whole life. They just, you know how we say, even if you ain't got money and you lame, even if you get money, you still lame. That's Futon. That's Futon Daniels. Some dudes can get money and they steal some lame motherfuckers. And they can use that money and showboat. That's why he always talk about, you ever notice all he do is talk about money. Dudes I know with real paper don't talk about their paper. Real dudes that got real paper. You never saw Kevin Samuels talk about his paper. You don't never hear lead attorney talk about his paper. These dudes bringing in $40,000 a month sometime. You don't hear them talk about their paper at all. But these insecure little Muppet dudes, this dude sitting up here built like the Cookie Monster. Yeah, he gonna talk like that because he insecure, even with money. So if he don't sue, bruh, I would be highly surprised. I'm gonna say that straight up. Just like I said last night, I believe that I believe the young lady now. I ain't got Anton. I ain't got Futon sleeping with that woman. I believe what that woman said. I believe he just another simp throwing money out there, hoping he gonna luck up on the pussy one night. And he still ain't looked up. Okay. Futon live in Detroit. You telling me ain't nobody in DC, even in her exes, that hit that coochie, because she from DC, that hit that coochie since she met Futon. Ain't nobody. He all the way in the D. You tell me ain't none of her ex dudes, new dudes, all them dudes in DC that got long money that she around, ain't none of them hitting it. She saving that coochie for Futon in Detroit. Cause he took out shopping a couple times and helped her with a YouTube channel. Nah, bruh. Futon, another one of them lame ass dudes that just sit back got a few dollars finally, and don't know how to keep his mouth shut. That's Futon's issue. And that's why I showed you dudes last night. So many people in Detroit don't even F with that dude. But check it out. In the video I showed y'all last night, when he got into that argument with that older white dude, what did the white dude say? You just a little ass boy. What did Anton do? You know how black men feel about somebody calling them a boy. That old white man walked straight up into Anton's camera. And said it slowly, didn't he, last night? Don't make me pull that video up. You just a little ass boy. Anton turned the camera to himself slightly and smiled like he was Stephen A. Smith that got caught up. He a lame dog. You know how some people, man, that they only worth being cool on YouTube. You can be kind of cool with them on YouTube, but in real life, you don't F with them for real. Man, real life. I don't care how much money dude Futon got. That dude would never be in my circle. Never. I'm on that end of the mayor's celebration. Lames like him on the other end of the mayor's celebration. We'll never sit at the same dining table. We might be at the same fundraisers, but we'll never be at the same table. I don't like lames like that, man. You went on that man's show and started some shit. And then when a comedian came back, clapped back, a professional comedian of 40 years clapped back on you, now you considering suing. And here's the part. I believe that he will sue this man. Not because my daughter's so hurt. No, because you's a bitch. You bitch built. Lift up the bottom of your shoe and say, made by bitch. Allegedly. And we all know somebody like that. We all know that, like that one or two dudes in our neighborhood or used to come to our neighborhood from the suburbs, and they ain't built like that. Anton is Cuba Gooding Jr. in, what was the movie? With Ice Cube. I'm having a brain cramp right now. What was the movie with Ice Cube and Morris Chestnut? Let me know, guys. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Boys in the Hood. Anton's the type of dude that when it's time to jump in the back seat and grab that thing, that nigga gonna jump out halfway through. He gonna punch out the air, but he ain't gonna punch at you. Thank you, gentlemen. He ain't gonna do nothing, but he will sue. I know dudes like that, man. Run to the school principal when they was kids after they started to fight. If they won, okay. Do you think Anton will be talking like this if he had cracked jokes on Corey harder than Corey cracked on him? Hell no. Do you think Anton will be talking like this if him and Corey went out back and he beat Corey down? I mean, beat the man smithereens. Do you think Anton will be talking about his daughter? Be talking about some, oh, my wife? Hell no. The only reason he gonna be suing somebody because his pride hurt. And like I said, shout out to all you short kings, because I know a lot of you brothers is like, listen, I'm 5'7", I'm 5'8", and I'm still a king. I'm with you, brothers. But you come on, short kings. You know it's some insecure Napoleon complex motherfuckers out there too. And that's Anton. All that money ain't been to the gym one damn day. Been built like that since he was 4. Allegedly. Been built like that since he was 4 years old. So when I tell y'all this, if he sues, I will be, I can expect it. If he doesn't, I'd be surprised because I know lame ass dudes like that, man. And all them dudes that's Hank straggling on that. Anton was right. He's a good guy. He's so educated. Dude. I don't know why y'all think Anton is smarter than any of us. Anton just a dude that came up on a lick. He from Detroit. He just came up on a hustle called YouTube. It took Anton 10 years trying to hustle up on how he go come. When Corey was already doing his thing, Anton's still scratching the back of his neck, trying to figure out how the hell he gonna come up on YouTube. So he finally made it in politics, talking about politics. So all you dudes that think that Anton is so smart, are you crazy? How do you think we got that damn plaque back there? How do y'all think we got that plaque back there? I got my 100,000 subscribers. How y'all think we got the plaque? Talking about politics. Long before Anton was talking about politics, we was talking about politics. He a lame dog. He a lame. Ain't nothing in Anton but bitch DNA. Built by bitch, made by bitch. Sat up there and talked about the Somali wives. I saw that video. Talked about the Somali wives so bad. Then talked about the Somali children. These are kids. You know how many times somebody called Anton on video? All weekend, people been dropping videos of Anton talking about somebody's kids. But a bitch-made dude, he ain't gonna think about what he did. He gonna sue somebody else for what they did. After this, he gonna still be talking about somebody's kids, but he want to take somebody to court for talk about his daughter. That's the part that get me. That's the part that get me, man. Y'all gonna have to make y'all mind up. And I mean that. This is the generation of men. You gonna have to make up your mind on who the fuck you are. If you built to be a warrior, be a warrior. But if you made by bitch, if you truly made by bitch, if somebody lifts your shoe up and it says made by bitch, be that. I mean it, be that. Stop being out here pretending, because that's who Morris Chestnut, I mean not Morris Chestnut, but Cuba Gooding Jr. character was. He grew up in the hood. He tried to act like he was hood, lying about getting pussy, same thing Futon doing. To this day, he's never apologized in public to that young lady, Mika. Mika, my bad. I overshot my cannon. I thought you could be on the show. I had you waste your time flying all the way out from DC, that long ass flight to LA. Then the next day you gotta fly all the way back because this nigga done lied. And not one public apology. Bitch made niggas. Bitch made niggas, dog. I can't stand that shit. If you made, dude, I'm serious. If you made by bitch, like I said, I ain't no killer. I done been in shootouts. I've been shot at. I done robbed people. I done been robbed. I've won some fights. I've lost some fights. I'm all Detroit. Somebody try to come after my wife, we gonna be tussling. But you will never have to worry about, is Dre out there faking? Man, he talking, but he faking real life. No, this is Dre all day. I talk like this in real life. And anybody that ever see me in real life, know this is Andre in real life. The only time I'm really kind of quiet is if Andre is right there. So I got to be the gentleman, because my wife is a lady, so I got to be the gentleman. But other than that, when I'm with you dudes, shit, give me a cigar, and I'm talking shit with the rest of y'all. I don't like that, man. I do not like lame ass dudes. I mean that shit. Look like I'm freezing a little bit, guys. I'm gonna change the Wi-Fi for a split second. I don't know why it's so weak right now. Hopefully, it's better. It's a little better. There we go. It's a little better. Let me give you guys the shout outs. It's getting a little better. Shout out to man Ishmael in the building. He said 50 Cent made a song about futon. It's called Wang Stuff. Facts. A lot of people forget about that song, don't they? The International Quiet Storm. He said, I hate them dudes. I call Mr. One Upper. Yeah. In prison, we used to call them dudes world. We used to call them dudes world because they knew everything in the world. No matter what topic, they knew everything in the world. Like you one of them world niggas. You know everything in the world. Half the stuff they don't know what they talking about, but they know everything in the world. So we just call them dudes world, man. This dude another world, man. One of them world ass dudes. He said, I hate them dudes. Shout out to you with the $10 love, my man. Pharaoh with the $2 love. He says this. He said, I hate them dudes. I call Mr. One Upper. If you buy a car, they got to buy an exotic car. If you buy a condo, they got to buy a mansion. If you go viral, they got to try to break the internet. Clown world. You ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied. Them dudes are walking clowns, man. Oh, why my Wi-Fi freezing? Maybe close some of these windows. Maybe I should close some of these windows. Maybe that'll help. Make sure all my extra windows are closed. Close that one too. Maybe that'll help. Oh, it did help. It did help. All right. My man Ishmael says this as well. He said he had a fetish with being called a boy by a white guy, by the white man. He ain't said nothing to that white man on that video. He ain't said nothing to that white man. Let me see if I still got that video. Anton didn't say one word to that white man on that video yesterday. Let me see if I still got it. Because, you know, I'm always editing some stuff. I'll you know what? Let me scroll down here. Let's go right here. I want to pull this up. I'll come back to the super chats in a second, gentlemen. Let me pull this up. Let you guys see who weren't here. Let you guys see what I'm talking about. But tonight's episode is we're going to hear what the lead attorney had to say earlier today about this situation.
Corey and Chris.
Let me bring that down. We're going to be watching that in a second. But this is the video that we were watching the other day.
Her whole coochie lips out.
Let's see about right. It was about right. Yep, Detroit. Here we go. The white dude right here went in the restaurant in Detroit, in your city, futon.
I want to hear what you got to say.
None of your generation cares what we think, okay? You said that yourself, right? You're talking about being considerate, but yet you are very inconsiderate, as I cannot.
He didn't get live with the white man. You see, with the white man in Detroit was face to face with him. He ain't get live with the white man.
Hear what's going on.
How did you address it?
Podcast that on the motherfucking web that I helped build.
White man cussing and everything. Futon standing in the boy's place.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Take care of yourself.
Can I ask you a question?
Strawberry cheesesteak?
But see,
no, you can't, because you can't afford my fucking time. You're a little boy compared.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Let me bring that beat back for you. You know black men don't play that being called boy.
None of you guys care what we think. Why don't you record that?
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say.
None of your generation cares what we think, okay? You said that yourself, right? You're talking about being considerate, but yet you are very inconsiderate, as I cannot hear what's going on.
How did you address it?
Podcast that on the motherfucking web that I helped build.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Take care of yourself.
Can I ask you a question?
Strawberry cheesesteak?
But see,
no, you can't, because you can't afford my fucking time. You're a little boy compared to what I grew up in.
Crazy. Hey, look, Corey didn't lie. Corey did not lie. Like I said, me personally, I felt like the whole thing was performative. Very real. I feel like it was real, but it was performative. Like at some point, Anton knew gonna get clicks. You know what I mean? It's live. You can't edit it out, right? It's happening live. 5150 shot live, right? But did Corey lie?
No, he did not lie. I just want you guys to see that little small segment for when Anton was in front of that white dude and he called his ass a boy to his face and walked straight up to the camera and was like, you just a little ass boy. That's why you can't get none of my time. And what did little midget Futon do? Nothing. He just walked to his car, punching the air. Just walked to his car, punching the air. That's the best that he was doing. Nothing. I'm not saying you're supposed to be going around being a tough guy in life. I'm not saying that at all. But stop pretending that you are one. Yeah, he ain't said nothing to that white dude. He ain't said nothing to him. Shout out to my brother Will. Chill with Will in the building. He say, salutations, Andre and Andre, chat family. He say, smash that like button. He say, pull it up, Dre. He say, last night was fire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dude's a clown, man. I don't like dudes like that, man. They smiling in your face all the time, want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. Everything about Anton says anti-Detroit. Everything about him he says anti-Detroit. I am not Detroit. That's why there's so many videos on TikTok that's saying we don't rock with Anton like that, bruh. Shout out to my boy in the building. Hey, all my hoes are monetized. He already know why I'm laughing. I ain't even got to say nothing. He already know why I'm laughing, man. It was good talking to you today, man. It was good talking to you today. I hope everything is going well with you this evening. Goodness gracious. Shout out to Dre, brothers in Motown. He say, your boy Sean is a fool. Hey, yeah. Them Detroit boys.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Them Detroit boys crazy, man. Yes, sir. He say, showing love to the stream, brother. He say, rock on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My dude. My dude. Shout out to David Dice once again. He say, Dre, we cannot be surprised. Mr. Daniels' own wife called him emo. Let's pull that part up. Let's just pull that part up. Since we got the video footage here, why don't we just pull that part up? With Corey and the wifey. That's a good point. Right down this way. Right about here. Because we were talking about how Corey would talk about wives.
He was with dude. You see what a show at? Meet me outside one day and say, Corey, I'm trying to earn something. We good. We good. You got the clip with his wife? Play the clip with that mark ass nigga wife. By the way, if I get under your skin, you know where I'm at, homie. You know where I'm at. This is the funniest shit.
Oh, wow. Times it can be hard, and
she said at times it can be hard and sad being married to this man. I didn't say that. Your wife said it, brother. It can be hard and sad. I hope my wife never describes me as, you know what? The truth with being around Andre has been hard and sad.
Sad and difficult. Because
she said, and difficult.
Because Anton has a lot of different personalities.
He's got a lot of different personalities. One of them is bitch made.
And so you have to be a certain type of.
You see how she's, kind of like rocking up and down like she's nervous? Maybe she's not used to being on camera. Maybe that's it.
Woman to deal with. Anton is very
emotional. What I've been saying for the last 2 years, the worst type of man to be around, the worst type of man for a man to be around, the worst type of man for a child to be around. And I mean this, the worst, I've been saying this for years, the worst type of man for other men to be around. An emotional ass man. Emotional dudes can be cool 1 minute and all of a sudden they act like they single mama that raised them. Ain't nothing but full of rage and emotions. An emotional ass man.
Emotional. He doesn't communicate effectively.
He doesn't communicate effectively. This is wifey talking. Allegedly. He doesn't communicate effectively. Oh, he'll yell, but he don't communicate effectively. He like punching at the air. He's a wall puncher. He'll punch out a wall, allegedly.
I don't think that he has killed anybody before. I think he's capable.
The only person that he gonna get at, girl, is not us. We ain't worried about your husband getting at somebody. The question that we asking is, you okay? Blink twice if you are okay. That's what we're wondering. Allegedly.
I've seen him angry before. He's just like a totally different person when he's angry. He blacks out.
I love my wife.
Totally different. Lights out. Totally different. Lights out. And now they got the video circulating of Corey knocking that one woman upside the head. And you know who circulated it? Y'all ready? I'm gonna come back to your comment. You know who circulated the video of Corey knocking that sister upside the head in front of the comedy club? You know who circulated it? Corey. It's been on his YouTube channel. I mean, not on his YouTube channel, but on his Instagram. It happened over a year ago. It's on his Instagram. He ain't hiding it. It's right there. Yes, there's a video going around of Corey knocking some woman. He put it out there. He put it out there. I didn't say it was right. But what I'm saying is the difference between the two individuals, one is fake. and one is being himself. Whether we agree with who Corey is or not, we can't say Corey is fake. But Futon, that nigga fake. That nigga, I wouldn't want that dude watching my back in real life. Would you want Anton watching your back? Okay. Who would you want watching your back in real life? Put a 1 in the comment section if you would have Corey watching your back in real life. Or Futon Daniels, put a 2 in the comments. Go ahead. I'm gonna come back to the super chat. 1 in the comments if you would have would have Corey HOLCOMB watching your back in real life. If you need somebody to watch your back, or put a 2 if you need Futon Daniels, the 5'7" heavyweight, to watch your back. I don't see no 2s up yet. Corey seemed like one of those dudes. If he cool with you, he cool with you. That's how I am. If I'm cool with you, ain't nothing gonna make it change. But if I don't F with you, I don't F with you. And ain't nothing gonna make it change. Anton, one of them smiling in your face type motherfuckers. You think that you got somebody watching your back. You think you got somebody that's gonna pull that thing out and we just gonna be back to back like John Wick on some John Wick type shit. And Anton be done ran off on you, man. I remember one time that happened to me once. Dude, Futon reminded me of this dude from back in the day. I told y'all this story one time. I'm at the club. I got 2 twins with me. Dude, I've been trying to get these twins for the longest. Finally got the twins with me. I hear a ruckus. You know, the club start, everybody going outside. It's a fight, it's a fight. So, you know, I'm kind of walking outside, me and the twins, we walk outside. It's one of my boys. I got a choice. Stay with the twins or help this nigga. I go to help this nigga. He about to fight 5 dudes. At that time, I'm a stick pole. He a stick pole. We ain't no big dudes. But I'm from the east side. We just gonna have to do what we need to do. Do you know that nigga ran? Do you know he not only ran, left me in the middle to fight 5 dudes? Well, when I woke up, I told you I ain't win all my fights. Now, come on now. I told you I don't win all my fights. When I woke up a few minutes later, when the twins came with the smelling salt, Andre already, twins told me, one of the twins said, we thought you was dead. We thought you was dead. I found that nigga the next day. And I turned that pistol around and I pistol whipped that boy so bad. Wait a minute. What? Oh, did y'all thought I was going to see? Y'all fake. I ain't one of them dudes that were trying to act like I won all my fights. Hell no, I ain't win all my fights. It's 5 motherfuckers. And at that time period, I only weighed like 182. I'm supposed to be with the damn. And do you know, to this day, I regret walking out that club with them twins. I'd be like, Dre, if you'd have just kept your ass in the club with the twins, you'd have been good. Who told you to go outside anyway? You didn't know what none of that was about. I mean, this dude just, 1 minute we like this, about ready to ram. Next minute I know that dude, all I see is Nikes up in the air, the bottom of his Nikes running. All I know is I'm surrounded by 5 big motherfuckers. Oh, you like to jump in fights. That's how he looked at me. Oh, you like to jump in fights. I see that, little man. I'm looking at them like, fuck it. By the time I woke up, Twin was looking down like, you got knocked. She looking at me like, one of them like, you got knocked out. Yeah. The other twin said, we thought you was dead. I done got knocked out in front of twins. Twins. so I'm telling y'all now, don't be looking at me as if I won all the battles. I'm not Russell Crowe in The Gladiator. he say Dre got some sympathy ass tonight for real. I really did. Come on, Dre, come with us. Okay. Battered and bruised, but I could still take care of business with both of y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go back to the super chat. All right. We're going to get started in a few seconds, guys, with the video. As you can already see, I had the lead attorney pulled up. Shout out to my brother Tip Network. I saw Tip over there earlier. So this is just going to be a repeat of what Lead said. Back to David. David says, we can't be surprised Mr. Daniels' own wife called him emotional. I'm not black, I'm Anton.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
For real. Okay. Shout out to the Tip Network. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channel. Great content creators. Say one love, Dre. See you in a few months. Countdown, brethren, countdown. Yes, sir. We're going to have fun when you get here. We are going to have fun. Glad to see you here tonight as well. Shout out to all you guys that are here. I know we got quite a few guys. We got 78 in the building, so I don't get a chance to give a shout out to everybody. So blame it on my head, not my heart. Shout out to my brother Ronan in the building. Salute to you, brother. And my brother LJ, the Southern Vegan, is in the building as well. My man Nick is in the building also, as well as earlier, the International Quiet Storm. And Nazarene of the Way, my brother's in the building. Glad to see you're here as well. And I'm trying to make my way back up. I think I got everybody up top. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Once again, blame it on my head, not my heart. In regards to not be able to give everybody a shout out. And shout out to my brother Morning Drive Coffee Break. Glad to see you here. He said Corey has bigger problems right now. Yeah, seriously. And Elham in the building. Shout out to you. He said Anton's clout chasing. Correct. You worded it just right. And will do anything for money. Yes, he will. Shout out to Mr. Shy City. Them Shy boys in the building.
And you say Shy City? Shy City? Shy City? I'm coming home again.
Y'all got Anton twisted. No, Anton got Detroit twisted.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
He got Detroit twisted, man. I done seen Antons before, bro. I done seen them dudes that be punching at the air. I done seen them dudes that get in the car as if they gonna do something, like Boys in the Hood, get in the back of the car. But when it's time to go do something, you got Doughboy letting you out. I done seen them dudes like Anton. Like I said, I'd be surprised if he didn't sue. Oh yeah, I'm about to bring the background music. Let me bring that background music in. Yes, sir. Let me turn that down a little bit. Yeah, man. I just don't like that, man. I just don't. Like I said, I'm not talking like as a street dude. I'm just talking about as a real man. Can I trust you? I'm an old school shake a hand type of trust you type dude. Man, you can't even trust this dude, man. And all you that think that you can, okay. I keep on believing that. Let's get ready to get started with our brother Lead. Let me take this other video down from yesterday and add our brother Lead on stage.
Now, let's start from the very beginning. Corey has said things
about this person, about the daughter, we'll call her daughter, what's the first thing that you think about? The first thing that should come to your mind, whether or not Corey should be in trouble for these statements, is what? What's the first thing you should think about? Do you know? Let me pull this up right quick. Hey, let me stop this. I done forgot how to damn stream. What's the first thing that should pop into your mind? Bam. The First Amendment. All right. The First Amendment. This is the first thing. It's the first thing. It's the first thing that should come up. It's like, man, I can say what I want to say. God damn it. If Anton pissing me off, fuck Anton. If his wife pissing me off, fuck her too. Shit, if the kid, don't he got a kid? I can say what I want, right? It's the First Amendment. Numero uno. Right? Shout out to I would fail law school. No, this is y'all's first day. All right, your first day on law school. First day in con law. This is what we call con law, constitutional law. It's the First Amendment. The First Amendment of what? Of the Constitution. All right. So important stuff to know. It is one of the most important protections in America. Gives you the right to criticize others. Was Anton critical? Was Corey critical? You can speak harshly. Were these brothers speaking harshly? Expressing unpopular opinions. Blue was like, hey man, I don't really like what Corey was saying. However, but he said he didn't like it. And based on the First Amendment, you have to offend. Offend. Was what Corey was saying, was it offensive? Right? Now, this is really part right here. It says you get to challenge power without fear of government punishment. And the First Amendment really goes, the primary purpose is to protect us from the government. Like Donald Trump or hate Donald Trump, you can talk bad about him. Like Joe Biden, like Obama, you can talk bad about these people. Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. Where are the emails? Where are the emails? Well, where's the Epstein file? Nobody cares about Epstein. Where are the emails? Where's the laptop? You can ask all these questions. No one's gonna come knocking at your door. No key. Right? So this is an amazing protection that we have. We see here that courts take free speech seriously. All right. So presumptively, that means by default, initially, what Corey says is protected, particularly when it comes to the government. Now, what's the problem? On his show, was Corey talking about the government? Corey wanted to know about what them white boys, what did he ask Anton? Tell me what the white boys, I can't do a Corey impression. What do the white men do that what did he say, that destroyed a nation? I couldn't even understand the question. And Anton was like, hold up, slow down now. Slow down. You trying to get me to go on there. And this is why I don't respect you as a man. Corey was preaching. This is when I started to lose respect for you. Because you're kissing the white. You don't want to talk bad about him. Oh, I'm kissing the white man. You're kissing the white man. Well, Corey Holcomb, you suck. Wait. I do what? Say it again. Say it again. Things got testy. Were Corey's comments that were directed at Anton, that were directed at the wife, that were directed at the child, were those words against a government, or were there those words against particular members of the community? or the community, since they are all black.
Before we go any further, as we watch this, I want you guys to ask yourselves this question. You can put in the comments if you want to. Everything that lead attorney is going to mention, has Anton ever done it? Everything that you're going to hear tonight, has Anton ever done it? Because he can sue Corey, but he might just open up a can of worms from others that he's done the same thing too. Right? Has Anton in all his commentary ever talked about somebody's wife? They've been dropping videos all over social media of Anton doing that. Has Anton ever talked about in recent weeks somebody's children? Yeah, he dogged out the Somali children. Call them dirt. Children. Call them dirt. So all you dudes that want to co-sign with Anton, has Anton ever done it? Why is what's good for the goose is not good for the gander? I'll tell you why. Because when you a bitch nigga, when you a lame, let me say it like that. When you a lame, you don't remember the shit that you did. You don't remember the shit that you did. Remember how I just told you guys my story? I could have sat up here and just told you all good stories of how I was victorious in every hood fight, right? I could have pretended like I only remember all the good times when I was out there pistol whipping motherfucker, right? What did I do? I remember the time I didn't win. And I shared that story too. Dudes like Futon Daniels, they don't remember how they talked about somebody else's kids. They don't remember how they talked about somebody else's wives. They don't remember nothing of what they said. Remember I told y'all about Anton in that mouth gonna get him in trouble? They never remember what they did. They will go to court. Mr. Christian man. Mr. Christian man. You can quote verbatim everything that Corey said about your daughter. Why is it you can't remember the fact that you was talking about somebody else's wife and somebody else's kids? And you've done it over and over on panels. I've watched episodes this past week with panels where this dude talked about a dude's wife and a dude's daughter, and that dude snapped. But we ain't gonna talk about what Anton does, right? We gonna make Corey the bad guy. Now, like I said, it wasn't right for Corey to talk about that man's wife and kids. I'm with y'all on that one. But the question I ask is, has Anton ever done it in recent history? Hell yeah. Because that Somali incident in Minnesota is recent history, is it not? Man talked about them wives so bad, talked about them kids, calling them dirt and raggedy and everything. I'm like, what? But when you a lame, somebody talk about yours, now you want to go to court. And here's the other part that's going to be the kicker. Y'all ready? This is going to be the kicker. That some of you lames that will still support Futon Daniels. Here's the kicker. While they're going through this incident in court, if it goes to court, Futon going to still be talking about people's wives in the next couple of weeks and going to talk about somebody's kids in the next couple of weeks. That's the part. That's the part that gets me. You want to take a dude to court for the same ish that you gonna be doing on your Millionaire Morning Show and on your panels. Lame ass niggas though, I swear. You call this man up to be on his show. You ain't, and this the other part. He ain't telling the man how he paid $500 and put $500 on a super chat. That's how Corey noticed him. He ain't telling about the part a couple weeks ago he threw $500 on a super chat. He trying to make it seem like, yeah, I'm so well known that Corey Holcomb knows me. No, nigga, you threw $500 on a super chat. You put 200, 200, 100. That's how he knew who the hell you was, bruh. Just like you threw a few dollars to Island Girl, just like you threw. I watched the episode today when he first met Island Girl, when it was him and Lapeef Network. I'm gonna get that video for y'all too. You would have thought that this nigga wasn't even married the way he was talking to Island Girl. You'd have thought that he never had a child or nothing, the way he just came straight with the flirtation. I got to have you on Island Girl Q. These lame dudes, dog. Lame ass dudes. What was making him lame in my eyes is, like I said, if he does take Corey to court while the court case is going, this Negro gonna still be getting on his on his YouTube shows and talking about people's wives and talking about people's kids. For all you Futon Daniels fans, fuck that dude, man.
First Amendment has limits, okay? It doesn't mean that you can say anything about anyone's consequences. You can say it, but there might be consequences. You can say it, but you are not necessarily immune, protected from civil liability. All right, speech cannot be evaluated for harm in private disputes. All right, so listen, the Constitution gives you a right to free speech, but guys, just remember, it is not a free pass. It is not a free pass. Now, again, you might be free from government punishment. Talks about. He always talks about holding people accountable. He even said that on Corey Holcomb's show. It was like, why don't you talk about white men? Anton was like, hey, I am equal opportunity smoke giver, accountability holder. So is this Anton's way of maybe holding Corey to account if he decides to file suit, which he has not filed, and he may never file? Municipal harm to another person. And this is where we have a seat. No.
All right, let's try this again. Let me put your face. I had to restart everything. Now let's go here. Video. Thank you.
Let's start from the very beginning. You can speak hard. These brothers speaking at your door. No KG. Right? So this is an amazing protection that we have. We see here courts take free theory. All right. So presumptively, that means by default, actually, what Corey says is now one problem. Oh, was Corey talking about me? Corey wanted to know about what them white boys. What he asked Anton, tell you what the white boys that what did he say that destroyed a nation? I couldn't even understand the question. This is when I started to lose respect for you. Because you're kissing the white man's ass. You don't want to talk bad about him. Oh, I'm kissing the white man. You're kissing the white man. Well, you suck. Wait. I do. Say it again. Say it again. Were Corey's comments that were directed at Anton words against a government, or those words against particular of the community or the community, since they are all black? The First Amendment has limits, okay? It doesn't mean anything about anyone with no consequences. You can say it, but there might be consequences. You can say it, but you are not necessarily immune, protected from civil liability. All right, speech cannot be aided. It is not a free pass. Now, again,
Get this in order.
A white man. Anton was like, hey, I am an equal holding Corey to account if he decides to file suit, which he filed, and he may never file. But could this be a way? You know, you got criminal law that says, can the government punish this speech? Typically, no, because of the First Amendment. But civil law, did this speech cause legal causable harm to another person? And this is where we at. Did the speech cause legal harm to another person? This is where things start to break. There's a fundamental thing that I need you guys to know. Y'all are all my law students. This is first year con law, constitutional law. Welcome. Have a seat. No one has looked at this case like we're today. This is on the back, so I got a big class. I was not going to put this ninja stuff on my. We're on the back channels. This is a lot more. I thought there was going to be like 50 people. So we're here today. You guys need something very long. All right. You guys are private figures. Maybe you got a little in with 50 members. Welcome. Y'all don't put yourselves out there. Y'all go to work, come home, take care of your family. Maybe you go and party, maybe you drink, but you're not trying to get into the limelight. You're private. You get extra protections. People like me, y'all say wild shit to me, I gotta take it. Y'all wild shit about Corey, he's a public figure, he has to take it. Shannon Sharp, we say what's up about that damn white girl that got him for 20 million. Shannon took it for 20 million and got his $100 million contract canceled. He took it. He's a public figure. Public figures get treated differently. It's just harder for us to show the harm. We put ourselves out there. What did Blue say? I'm not going to be able to find it, but he said, to talk about your kids and your wife on the internet. Don't show your kids and wife on the internet. What he's saying, you know, and she's behind the camera, and you're kind of moving her towards a public figure. Yeah, I didn't even know he had a kid. I'm saying, yeah, he hasn't talked about the kid in a while, but he would talk about the kid. You're moving the kid towards the camera. It's bringing attention. So, no rule to be. So if you move yourself towards the limelight, you can't start crying when you start to get hot. These lights can get hot. If you're a private figure, you haven't done that. So people get careful with you. I have to be more. You can say a lot of shit to me that I cannot say to you. Because I'm opening myself up. I'm exposing myself. But you haven't done it. This is a key concept. Public figure versus private figure. All right? We talked about this. Public figures, like YouTubers, we get less protection. People like you get more protection. Now, pop quiz. Is Anton's public or private? Anton does kind of show her on from time to time, but she's private. What about kid? What about the kid? The child. Is the child a public figure or a private figure? We don't know for certain. It could be that this kid has a TikTok with 2 million people on it. I don't know. But assuming it's just a regular kid, even though the kid excels extremely in sports, if she's just doing extracurricular activities and staying out the way, she's private. Not a public figure. Assuming. All right. Technically, here's a definition here. A public figure is someone who voluntarily places themselves into public life, injects themselves into a controversy. All right. Examples: celebrities, Denzel Washington, politicians, Donald Trump, major influence is the lead. A major. large platforms, media access. This is very important, guys. This right here, the ability to respond, this is very important. If someone starts lying about me, apparently my black ass can get on a back channel and have 3,000 people in here to clear everything up. You can't do that. Majority of you cannot open up YouTube, get on a back channel, and have 3,000 people live to clear something up. Hey man, Lead, you don't really need a lot of protection because you got a back channel. If someone talks bad about you, you can clear it up. You can respond. But folks go live and you got 3 people in the chat, you can't clear anything. Attention, someone not uninvited it. Anton told this dude that he was with the black community. Anton was inviting the heat. Anton said, let's go out back. I'll show you what it is. Anton invited him outside by definition. Did the 17-year-old even know who Corey Holcomb is? This girl wasn't looking for this. Anton, of course, is assuming all types of reputational damage, reputational risk. Half of y'all hate this dude in the chat. Did the girl put her reputation out there? Now, some of y'all are saying, well, Anton opened this up. Anton, this is, let me not bury the lead. This is one of the most, this might be the most important thing I'm about to say on the whole stream. Did Anton put this child's reputation on the line? Or did the child herself put her reputation online into the front? Guys, this is key. Did Anton draft her to the front lines, or did she walk to the front lines voluntarily? This is what judges are going to look at. Y'all got this street mentality. Oh, well, collateral damage. Anton shouldn't have been talking shit. Y'all are looking at it from a street mentality. That's fine. And it's a problem because y'all are going to be on the jury. But lawyers and judges, we don't look for a draft. We look for people who are going to raise their hands and voluntarily go to the line. Did you get drafted to the Army, or did you sign up for that Mustang and that $30,000 for the re-up? Did you get a depender? Shout out to all the dependers. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. When y'all say Anton caused this, you have to look. It's not about what Anton did, it's what the child did. Did the child put herself out there to become a public figure? Or did she not put herself out there and remain a private figure? This is so important because private figures have so much more protection than public figures. Y'all can say anything about me, damn near. I don't have any protection. I'm exposed. But a private figure, if I had a kid, I can't draft my kid. Generally. Then you got a little exception here. All right. But generally. All right. So
before he goes any further, before League goes any further, shout out to all you guys that are here. Thank you guys for supporting by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats. And once again, I want to present my question. Has Anton done this exact same thing that Lead is talking about to others, wives and children? Has Anton gone on his show, criticized, scrutinized, used profane language towards, belittlement towards wives and children? Why do I say that? Well, they didn't sue Anton. I didn't ask that. They didn't take Anton to court. I didn't ask that either. Well, you know, kids and wives should not be involved. I agree, but I didn't ask that. I asked, does Anton do this? And do you think, based off of past track records, that Anton, if he sees a video this week and it could get him views and it has something to do with a mother and a daughter involved, do you think he would say, no, you know what, I shouldn't be talking about this topic, man? You know, is somebody's mama involved or somebody's wife? You know, I shouldn't be talking about this. This got to do with somebody's kids, man, some interracial kids. So I don't want to talk about this topic because it maybe had to do with interracial kids, and I don't want to talk about that. I'm just using a hypothesis. I mean, I'm just using a hypothetical, not hypothesis, but hypothetical. Has Anton done this? Has anything that lead attorney said thus far about private and public, has Anton crossed that line himself? But I'm going to say this again. When you are lame like Futon Daniels, you ain't going to remember what you did. You will not take time out to remember the scrutiny, the belittlement, the attacks that you've done to other people's daughters and sons on your channel, whether they were on a panel or whether it was reactions. I don't know if you guys have followed on TikTok. There are people that have done reactions to Anton during the reaction of their video. Somebody else sent Anton a little clip. He'll look at it and he'll give a reaction. And then you go on TikTok, you see that person say, yes, I'm the person that you know, that YouTuber was talking about, and he only got part of the story, and then they'll explain everything that took place. With them, with this person being able to give a response, does that mean that this person is public? Because they gave a response. Anton's channel, 1 million subscribers. This person, maybe 200. So is this person public or private? Because based off of what lead attorney says, he said a person have the ability to respond. Okay, cool. Is there a window of who can respond and who can't respond? Does it have to be 1 million subscribers responding to 1 million subscribers? Or can these women who are going on TikTok and responding to Anton after he responds to their videos, can they sue? You see what I'm saying? My point is, I agree 100% with y'all that wives and children, families should be out of it anyway. I kid you not. B, was that a low blow that Corey went? Yeah. Talking about the man's wife, talking about Mika as if she's a mistress. Talking about the man's daughter. That was low. I ain't gonna even deny that part. Corey HOLCOMB or not. We know who Corey is, but I'll have to agree that was low blow. But let's not pretend And all you Anton fans, let's not pretend Anton doesn't do that week in, week out. See, if I had a platform, and I'm serious, if this channel or any channel that we've had was dedicated to criticizing husbands, wives, girlfriends, kids, and somebody came after mine, I wouldn't even trip. What? I wouldn't even trip. I'd be hurt. I'd be mad. I give a verbal response on my channel. But as far as suing, I wouldn't even trip. You know why? Because I've built a part of my platform on, if that was what I had, criticizing husbands, wives, girlfriends, and children. If I had a platform that did that, that's what this dude got. That's what this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna quote the white man that was on that video. That's what this little boy got. This little boy named Futon Daniels has that exact platform and has criticized people's children and criticized people's wives day in and day out, day in and day out. And then when the chickens come to roost, I'm listening to you dudes talk about some, oh, kids should be off limits. What? He shouldn't talk about wives. What? Where was all this smoke each and every time Anton talked about somebody's kids and talked about somebody's wife, and y'all gave him 300,000 views? What was the smoke then? Where was the smoke when Corey HOLCOMB talked about his own daughter and we would laugh at the joke? We've been doing that for the longest. He cracked jokes about his daughter as a baby. We laughed. He cracked jokes about his ex-wife. We laughed. Where was that energy then? Well, he should leave wives and kids out, but those are his wives and his kids. Then I showed you videos of him talking about other people's kids and other people's wives. I showed you that last night. Corey, Anton is not the first person that Corey's talked about kids and wives. He's done it with his child, his ex-wife, other people's ex-wives, and other people's kids. But then we're sitting up here talking about a lawsuit with a man that literally built his platform on talking about other people, known as Futon Daniels. Literally, he built his platform. Tomorrow morning, he gonna get his fat wobbly ass up, and that boy gonna get on camera with all that poisonous dye that he keep putting in that damn beard instead of letting it go gray like it is. All that poisonous ass dye he put in there every other day, that just for men. And he gonna get his ass up there, and if you guys send him a video and it has something to do with somebody's wife, or have to do with somebody's kids, or somebody's sad chick, Futon Daniels gonna talk about it, and y'all gonna watch it, and y'all gonna get him paid from what, 300,000 views, or 500,000 views, while he's considering suing Corey HOLCOMB for doing the exact same thing that he does for a living. This is why I say, if he sue Corey, he might better watch out, because he might be opening up a can of worms that people gonna find out, like, wait a minute, you can sue somebody for talking about your kids? Yeah. Well, I'm suing Anton Daniels. Why? And they're gonna pull that episode when Anton talked about somebody's kids. And then somebody else gonna come and pull an episode up when he talked about somebody's wife and kids. And somebody else gonna pull an episode up and take his ass to court for when he talked about somebody else's wife and kids. That's what I'm talking about, these hypocrites. And I understand what lead attorney said. Lead attorney said, I'm just talking by law. I haven't talked to Anton. I'm going to say something else. I'm talking to the lead. Lead, you are an attorney. And I know you're not giving legal advice and you're just giving it from the educational perspective. But we know that you got a platform large enough, Lee, let's be real, that when you come on, it's enough people that's going to say, Anton, you need to listen to what lead attorney said and go and sue. Because lead attorney said, so lead. You can't act like your hands ain't involved in it when you know your platform is large enough to where if you say something, people gonna take it and they go run with it. You ain't gotta talk to Anton directly. You're talking to Anton indirectly. I ain't call my boy Anton. I'm just saying, if it was, hypothetical, since I'm a 25-year legal attorney, if it was me, you might as well pick up the phone, lead, and give him a call. Because indirectly, that's what's going on. Your platform is large enough, and I'm not coming at lead at all, because that's my dude. He's a good man. But what I'm saying is, I don't think Lee realizes when he says something about some cases with people that he already know of or know, is going to get back to that person as if Lee got on the phone himself and called that person and says, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, and you should do that. Even though Lee didn't do that, he's just talking to us on an educational scale. Well, I don't need to give the lead a retainer. Why? He told me everything over a 3-hour live stream, what I need to do. I wasn't even thinking about suing Anton, but after watching lead attorney giving me the breakdown of what I need to do, I didn't even have to call lead to get a retainer. I'm gonna go ahead and call a lawyer right now, right here. Come on, lead. And then you wonder why people say, man, are you swaying towards Anton? No, I'm just telling the law. Lead. Sometimes we as content creators don't realize when we've crossed the threshold into being an influencer. Sometimes we content creators don't realize we've crossed past being just content creators. We're influencers. We influence people. Some people, they just don't content create. Some people, when you say something, it has an influence. That's all I'm saying, Lee. So when you say, I'm not leaning towards Anton, you giving advice as if I'm just giving the law. We agree with that, Lee. But what we're saying is it can come across as if you were indirectly. I'm just saying how some people can take it. I'm not saying that's not what you're doing. I'm just saying that's how some people can take it, as if you're indirectly giving him free consultation. If I came on here and I told you guys, these are the top 10 steps that you need to take in order to relocate to South America, and I gave you a 10-step breakdown from couch to Colombia, and you've seen the results of my life in the lives of others who I've been working with, wouldn't you think I might not follow all 10 steps that Andre's giving on that episode, but I might use 1 or 2 of those. I didn't think I could even go to Colombia or Brazil or Peru, but since Andre kind of mentioned it in that vein, I didn't know that about Peru. I didn't know that about Colombia or Brazil. I might consider that now. Why? Because of my experience in being on social media long enough. I'm not just a content creator, but the information that I share means that I can influence somebody. Same thing with you, Lee. You're an influencer now. You're not just a content creator. And you better believe somebody has reached out to Anton and said, dude, lead attorney said you could sue, even though you didn't say that. Lead attorney gave details on you suing, even though you're just sharing with us on educational purposes. People look to you when it comes to some of this legal jargon that's out here in the world, Lee. You do have influence. So to think that you're neutral in just sharing information, I don't think so. I really don't think so. You are an influencer. And I bet you somebody will even say, maybe Anton, maybe you should give lead attorney a call. That's another thing. After what he said for 3 hours, bruh, I'm telling you something for real. Y'all ready? In all sincerity, if I'm in a situation with Anton, like Futon Daniels, and I'm thinking about suing somebody, I ain't gonna lie. After watching Lee for 3 hours, I would think that he has the insight and the knowledge to kind of at least show me the first steps. I'm calling lead. Let's be real. I'm calling lead attorney the next day. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bruh. I know he retired. What's your retainer, lead? As a retired attorney, what's your retainer? I would give him his retainer, and I would find a way for me to do a Zoom meeting for about an hour with lead or 2 hours, and I would let him break down everything on who I need, what I need to do. I ain't gonna even lie. Even if I wasn't thinking about the lawsuit, lead is going to be giving such a detailed, such detailed insight into it. I might as well go ahead and sue. If I wasn't going to sue, I might as well go ahead and sue. I got lead attorney giving me 3 hours of free information, and I'm a lame. I'm gonna say that again because I say that on purpose. I got lead attorney, 25-year veteran, giving me 3 hours of free legal advice by way of education, not by way of, him being my attorney, but by way of just educating the public. And I'm a lame ass dude. I'm a petty ass dude. My wife already told y'all on video, I'm emotional. I'm irrational. It's sad to be with me in a relationship. I'm a person that, she said he blacks out. I black out. Do stupid stuff. You see what I'm saying? If I'm a petty ass dude and I got 3 free hours of information from lead attorney, if it were me and I was petty, I'm calling lead attorney tomorrow morning. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Good morning, man. I speak to the lead. Tomorrow morning when the sun come up, I'm calling the lead. Yeah, there's no way that he can prove damages that quickly. Doesn't matter. I'm still calling lead. I want to hear from lead. I want to hear, if it were me, I would want to hear from Andre. I would want to hear from T-Mac. I want to hear from Chalupe. I wouldn't want to hear from none of y'all. I want to hear from the attorney, the 25-year attorney, tell me I don't have enough for damages. I agree with you, T-Mac. But I want to hear from that attorney who just gave 3 hours of he can sue for this, he can sue for that, he can't sue for this, but he can sue for that. And I'm a lame. See, this is the important part. See, when you influenced by influencers, such as lead attorney, like I said, I may not thought I could have sued Corey Holcomb. So now I got to walk around mad. But shit, I just finished watching lead attorney for the last 3 hours tell me step by step why I can sue. And I'm that petty. And if I was that petty, I sue. T-Mac said, I filed a lawsuit against Dre. If I caught him with a big chick because it would have crushed my spirit for real. Seriously. Like I said, I'm not coming at Brother Lead at all. Shout out to him. Shout out to Will for the blessings over on the PayPal too. But yeah, man. My man Ben said this. He said, and to set the record straight, his daughter is on the national team, not the Olympic team, like he sold it to us. She's a junior Olympian that still have to qualify to get on the Olympic team. And I'm sure she has a social media presence. Absolutely correct. So Anton is petty. Your child is not going to have all those awards in secret, not have a fan base. Anybody that's on that level, that's going towards the Olympics, they got a social media presence. It's all part of their marketing. But that's neither here nor there. IMF says this. Shout out to you, brother. He said Anton's wife giving Kim Porter a confessional of Anton's wife, or Kim Porter went to the zesty lawyer to get advice on how to divorce, and the zesty lawyer will say that he can't help them out of respect to Diddy. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, as I was listening to the lead attorney, I was like, man, shoot. If I was petty and I was Anton, I wasn't sure if I want to sue somebody. I said, man, after watching Lead for 3 hours and I'm petty, I'm suing. I'm suing. Even if I don't win, Lead got me so hyped up. I'm suing. And I'm calling the lead attorney the next day. Better believe that one. Let's go back to the lead.
Did the person voluntarily expose themselves? Does the child have the ability to respond? Anton said the girl was crying. Anton said the girl was in the doctor's office. Anton said the girl might be on her way to the hospital. Does she have a platform to respond? She might got a TikTok with 200 people. There was 25,000 people in Corey's chat. 25,000. Concurrent. If you look at the damn video now, it has over 300,000 views. 300,000 views. The girl might got a TikTok with 200 followers. She can't respond. She can't. Anton got 1 million views. She can go on his channel. Y'all didn't say that, but I know some of y'all would. Anton got 1 million subs. Just go on there. Right? Did she put herself out there to assume the risk? All right. So again, this is a little bit too technical, but public figures, you have to show that the person meant it. You have to show that the speaker, that in this situation, let's say Corey knew the statement was false or recklessly disregarded the truth. This is a high standard, but for private citizens, it's a low standard. It just means, man, Corey, he just failed to act reasonably. Listen. Do you think that Corey failed to act reasonably under the circumstances. Put a yes if you think Corey failed to act reasonably. Put a no if you're like, no, I think he was reasonable to talk about that girl in a sexual manner. And we're going to get to it. If you think that Corey acted reasonably, you really don't like Anton. Just say it. Y'all are not fucking with him. Man, the amount, y'all are like, yes. Are y'all trolling me? Y'all are like, hell yeah, he acted reasonably. 5150 all the way. Y'all are hardcore. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
You know why? I don't think Lead is realizing also why most of us on it in that live stream said Corey acted reasonably. When you've done something for 25 years, it subconsciously kicks in by reflex. You've been an attorney for 25 years. You just look at things, just everyday things by reflex. Well, most of us haven't been attorneys for 25 years. And so we don't have that reflex of noticing things that Lead's ear can notice, right? We see it from the perspective of everyday life. No courts, no juries. We see it everyday life. This is what we see, Lead. You ready? We see a short, fat dude that should have kept his mouth shut. Shouldn't have sent that $500 to Corey HOLCOMB begging to get on this show. Shouldn't have been in Corey HOLCOMB's DMs. Shouldn't have plotted an argument, allegedly, on that man's show. Shouldn't have been threatening a man on his actual show, threatening a man. Sitting up here saying this man sucked this and sucked that, that shouldn't have been said. He shouldn't have put himself in a situation with a 40-year veteran comedian who has a show that on YouTube that's been on YouTube for 17 years. We as regular people, Lee, we see this as a lame ass dude that don't know how to shut the fuck up, and now he done got his family in some mess. So let's say Anton is telling the truth. Little mama had to leave school. Little mama had to get therapy. We don't know what, like Anton said, we don't know what we're gonna do. We had her going to all these competitions. Like somebody cracking jokes on your child gonna keep your child from going to a competition, and you trying to tell us your child was raised in Detroit. Negro, please. A real Detroit kid would be at 5150 Studios, be like, where you at? A real Detroit kid, hey, Dad, we about to get back on that flight. What? We about to get on that flight, Dad. I got to catch that fade, Dad. You didn't know how to catch that fade, Dad. I'm about to catch that fade. That's a real Detroit kid. 17-year-old Detroit kid? A real 17-year-old Detroit kid? Shh. About to catch that fade. Hey, I'm going to catch that fade, or you go catch it, Corey. You ain't going to be talking about me and my mama like that. A real kid from the D? Oh, shh. You crazy. If you think Detroit kids ain't coming for you, they coming for you. So to sit back and try to sell it as if, let's say he did have to do all that. Let's say he did have to do all that. But when all this smoke clears, 6 months from now, 1 month, 3 months from now, all the smoke clears, this woman is still married to a little fat, insecure, lame ass dude. My bad. I'm gonna quote the white man, lame ass little boy, because that's what the white man could call you. Not Corey, but Futon. If the white man could call you a little boy, why can't we call you a little boy, Futon? Okay, let's real life this thing. Any of you dudes in relationships or have ever been married, have you ever had moments where because you was married, you kind of slowed your roll a little bit? Boy, if my kids wasn't in this car with me, boy, I'd whoop your ass. I'd let that slide, dog. Let me go on about my business. You go on about yours. It's been times where you want to jump out that car and knock them up, but you be like, you know what? If I go to jail, wifey gonna be mad. You gonna sit my ass down somewhere. Me go and grab me a quick beer. I'm gonna be all right. In other words, the people in your life cause you to kind of like slow your roll as you get older. Am I lying? It's been time when you would have knocked, if you were single, you would have knocked them off smooth out. But you know, since you got your girlfriend or your wifey, you kind of like, you know what, let me sit my ass down somewhere, man. Let me. Sometimes a relationship that calls you to save you from doing some knucklehead stuff. Right? Futon ain't even thought about that. Futon ain't think about his shorty. When he went on that show huffing and puffing, in the back of his mind, he never thought that man was gonna come after his shorty like that. He ain't thinking about that. He did not think about in the back of his mind that man was gonna come after his wife like that. Even though we done seen Corey come after people's wives always, and we've been laughing at his jokes at other people as well as laughing at himself for years. But I guess Futon thought he was immune. One of the reasons we be having these families to keep us from doing stupid-ish, right? One of the reasons. Not the only reason, but at least one of the benefits of having a wifey is keep you from being out there in the streets. You've been clubbing and partying and doing some crazy stuff, but you got wifey at the house or your girlfriend at the house. You're like, you know, I'm good. Hey, Dre, you going out tonight? Nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm gonna hang out with wifey tonight. He ain't thought about none of that. All Futon did was roll his roly-poly ass up in there. Start an argument with that man on his show. And wobble his big ass back to Detroit. Ain't thought about his wife and kids or that sister Mika at all. Now I'm gonna say this, and this to you, Mika. I watched your your Instagrams. You seem like a sister that's about her business. An Afro-Latina that's about her business. Go and cut your losses, girl. Go and cut your losses. You've been singing before you met that fat motherfucker Anton. You're going to be singing after that, sister. You've been having rehearsals. You got the music, microphones and studio in your apartment, in your house. Go on, keep on singing. You got your exercise equipment in your gym. Go on, keep on exercising, little sister. Don't be one of them chicks that 3, 4, 5 months from now, we still see you up on the futon. Trying to learn from him, because all you gonna learn is that he gonna turn his back on your ass again. He put you in an effed up situation, sister. I'm gonna say that again. He sat up there and lied to you, make sure you had a flight ticket to fly to LA, knowing it was not confirmed that you could be on that man's show. Not one public apology. He embarrassed you in public, but he didn't apologize in public, did he? Shame on him. Shame on him. But here's the kicker, Mika. Now, if you keep messing with futon, shame on you. See, he done gave you a little image of black eye. Once it heals up and you still walking around with him, shame on you. So when we start coming and looking at you and your Instagram, we calling you a dumbass. Take it for what it is. When we see you all on his panels, still there, take it for what it is. When we start cracking jokes on you and the big ankles, take it for what it is. Right now, you can walk away. Shame on him. But if you still being on his panels, you still on his payroll, shame on you. Because all you showing me is that everything that it seems like you are on Instagram, it ain't real. You ain't a real career woman. All that you just showing on Instagram is just a hobby. And that you really do need a dude like futon to take care of you. So you don't know me. I don't know you. But I'm just giving you big brother advice. You know, it takes a village, right? It takes a village. Big brother is telling you, you need to cut your losses. Because if he fucks you over once, he gonna mess you over again, little sister. You better believe that one. You too, Island Girl Q. I don't see why you even still around. Island Girl, I don't even see why you even still around that clown. Times that tight. I'm gonna say this again for both you ladies. I know it's getting expensive in the States. I got y'all. It's times that motherfucker tight. It ain't? Act like it. It's not that tight, sisters. I dare you to act like it. Cut your losses. See, that's the difference between ladies. That's the difference between men and women. Men know how to cut their losses and keep it pushing. Women, y'all might want to use y'all emotions to prove a point. I'm still down with Anton. He was there for me when I didn't when I didn't have a I ain't gonna turn my back and see you using your emotions. Men, we'll cut them up because we ain't got to use no emotion. We use rationality. We know a lame motherfucker when we see it. If everybody's telling you that Anton is lame and you don't see it, that's shame on you. That's shame on you. So Mika, what you gonna do? You can still build your channel. You can still talk about, Republican topics and all the stuff. He's already giving you the foundation. He ain't gonna teach you nothing new. Okay, Mika, tell me something new that Anton gonna teach you that he ain't already showed you when it come to YouTube. Your channel's already growing. Your Instagram is already growing. Tell me something he gonna teach you more than that. He got the whole world saying that he's smashing you. You sucking his fat, small goblet. I don't know what it is. I don't want to judge that man like that. What I'm saying, that's how he's selling it. He's selling it like you doing something strange for a piece of change. He ain't denying it. We've been saying it for a whole year and a half. You cannot tell me, Mika, you have not heard what we're saying. Everybody been saying that about you. Well, it ain't true. It might as well be. Mika, hear me out. If you ain't smashing him, he treats you like you are smashing him. So you might as well go ahead and get on your knees and start smashing him. If that's what we're going to do. I'm serious. If that's what we're going to do, Mika, we're going to pretend. We're going to let this dude, so you can get a couple dollars, out his pocket, you gonna pretend like this dude smashing you. Cause you said that he ain't. And you ain't nobody's side chick. Or, here we go. You ready, Mika? Here we go. You said you ain't somebody's side chick. You never said that you wasn't fucking him. You said you wasn't the side chick, Mika. On your Instagram, you said, I'm nobody's side chick. But you never said that he wasn't riding that coochie. Maybe I was wrong yesterday, Mika. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you really are the main chick and the wifey is the side chick. You might be right. You nobody's side chick. He spoil you like a main chick. He fly you out like a main chick. He always got you on camera like a main chick. He helped you build a business and a brand like a main chick. You right, Mika. You nobody's side chick. You the main one. So he might be going up, you and them cankles, holding them cankles in the air. He might be holding them cankles up in the air, Mika. I'm just guesstimating. Allegedly, all this is allegedly. Because you right. You said you a nobody's side chick. You never said that you wasn't getting your guts blew out. You never said ain't nobody. You never denied Anton ain't hitting this. A woman that ain't getting smashed by a dude will be specific and say, you know what? I know y'all been hearing these rumors for about a year. I'm telling y'all right out the gate, this dude is not and has never gotten this coochie. He ain't never smelled between my legs. You ain't say nothing like that. All you said was you ain't the side chick. And I believe you. Cause I think the way he treat the wifey, he treat her like a side chick. And he treats you like the main chick. I got you, Mika. Hey, Mika. Get your money. Get your money. I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I see what's being done. Grown people doing grown things. Mika. I got you. Island Girl Q, I don't think he ever got that coochie. If he did, you a fool. You a fool. I said it. Island Girl Q, I know you ain't dumb enough to let him get in the coochie. So he let you ride around his little car, took you shopping. That's all it took. You coming from the island. That's all it took. Him throw you a few little trinkets. You spray you know what? I'm gonna stop pretending like women are the victims. Because we got a bad problem in the United States with the halo effect for women. I'm gonna stop acting like Mika and Island Girl Q are like victims. I'm gonna start acting like y'all knew exactly what the hell y'all was doing. Y'all knew y'all was hustling him just like he was using y'all to showboat and showcase. Get your money, ladies. Ladies, I'm gonna say this again. I ain't mad at you. Get your paper. I don't need him, whatever. If you didn't need him, you're moving like you do. I'm gonna say that again. Island Girl Q, Mika, if y'all didn't need the dude, the way that he's selling you to mainstream and to social media, not mainstream, but social media, as if you need him to breathe air. No, he ain't, baby. We out here. That's what we've been trying to tell y'all for the last 2 years. Island Girl Q. This dude is showcasing you and showcasing Mika as if he's smashing both of y'all. He ain't getting this coochie, then why ain't y'all saying it then? That's my business. You know what? It is. And we gonna keep on assuming that you doing it for the dollars. Until you correct us, we gonna come up with our own analogy. Like lead attorney said, you are public figures now. You're not private anymore. You're out here with the rest of us, so we can say legally what need to be said, allegedly. I'm gonna tell you, Island Girl Q, and I'm gonna tell you, Mika, if y'all not sleeping with this dude, you might as well be. You might as well go ahead, call him up, fly on to Detroit, and let him blow y'all back the hell out, because he been playing y'all like that for the last 2 years, walking around with y'all, and so for y'all to sit back and pretend like we don't recognize that we ain't been seeing what we've been seeing, and y'all be like, nah, his wife my girl. You know how many times I done smashed somebody's chick they was girlfriends and cool? You know how much coochie we done got these men in this comment section and got from women that was cool as can be, and behind her back, I was smashing her girl. So all that talk about y'all cool with his wife, and Mika say she's not anybody's side chick. So if Mika ain't the side chick, that gotta be wifey is the side chick. And when he with you, he walks beside you. But wifey got to walk in the back, allegedly. From the photos that we've seen, wifey was always in the back. From the photos on your Instagram, Mika, wifey in the back, you walking next to him. You got those posted, Mika, on your Instagram. We didn't post that ish. That's you. So if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you might as well go ahead and fuck like a duck. You might as well go ahead and fuck like a duck. I mean that one. This dude been using y'all for 2 years for clout. 2 years. And I'm done with pretending like he's using y'all. I'm gonna say this again. We are done pretending like y'all victims, and he just showcasing y'all for nah. This dude is using y'all for clout, for real. For real. Let me get this in order. This dude is using y'all for real. And I don't think y'all as innocent as we are assuming you are. See, we're assuming, Mika, you might be being used or tricked. Oh man, he had you fly out to DC, had you thinking on the show, and you wasn't on there. Something tells me you probably knew that you wasn't guaranteed to be on that show, but you flew out anyway, hoping you can get on. You know how motherfuckers be, they missed American Idol auditions in their city, and then they'll fly to the next city where auditions are, and they hope they can get into American Idol auditions. I'm done with acting like you innocent, Mika. I'll say that again. I'm done with acting like you innocent. I ain't got you being as innocent as we think you are. I think you knew that getting on that plane, there was no guarantee that you was going to be able to be interviewed. But I do believe Anton hyped you up. But I also believe that you thought that you could still, because you had the beauty, that when Corey saw you, he was going to have you on that camera anyway, because you so cute. You thought that your beauty was going to get you through some doors, and it didn't, did it? You thought them cankles, that Corey HOLCOMB wasn't going to see your ankles, them big ass ankles you got, and he just going to see your pretty face, and you was going to be able to just sit down next to Anton. You ain't as innocent as you claim to be. Neither is Island Girl. She been knowing Anton wasn't ish for the last couple of years. But because of the paper, the few little dollars he throw her, she gonna jump up and down on one leg. Arf, 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 arf. Allegedly. In other words, I ain't got you being as innocent either. I'm tired of pretending like women are always so innocent and women are the victims and we these men who are vulturing down on women. No, I ain't got any time being a vulture. I got y'all being just as grimy as he is. He using y'all for clout or intimacy. That's between y'all. I don't know. And y'all using him for what the fuck y'all can get out of him. Get your paper, ladies. I ain't mad at you. I'm from the east side of Detroit. I done seen women like you my whole motherfucking life. Beautiful, sexy hustlers. I'll say this again. I was raised on the east side of Detroit. Ain't nothing over there but beautiful, sexy hustlers that will scam you out of anything. You think I was raised what women in Colombia are doing? I was raised seeing women do that in the east side of Detroit with dudes getting robbed in the drug game because of women. Y'all think these little tourist robberies and dudes getting drugged in Colombia is something new? Dude, I was raised seeing that shit. I've been seeing dudes get robbed over with females and money my whole life. Beautiful hustlers. I ain't mad at you, Island Girl. I ain't mad at you, Mika. But I'm done with trying to pretend like y'all some fucking victims. Y'all ain't no victims. Y'all know exactly what y'all doing. In other words, y'all whole little clique deserve each other. Deserve each other. I mean that one. Let's go back to lead attorney. I just wanted to let that be known.
We got some no's in the chat, but you know. Some of you, man, we got a lot of 5150 in the house. All right, so this, just know, guys, this is a much lower standard. All right. So again, on top of the public figure, we have to address, and we did it in the beginning, but let's address this right now. The First Amendment argument is even weaker here because not only is the daughter a private figure, assumingly, but the daughter is a minor. Now, let's get this right out of the way. Let me set you fuckers straight. Some of y'all men, you know what R. Kelly say? Hey, R. Kelly, do you like young girls? And nigga was like, well, how young we talking? Prison. Prison. If you are 7 months or 7 years or 17 years old, you are a child. And maybe not in the streets. Maybe not in your grandmother's basement. Some of y'all nasty. But if you're
shout out to grandmama basement. Hey, Kenny, I still didn't understand where you're coming from with this. I was saying mixed race Filipina and Latina, Mexican, Spanish. I see you're all over the place with it, Kenny. Filipina with Latina, Mexican. So you want me to do an episode with somebody with like 6 different nationalities in one person? So a Filipina, I'm trying to understand. So a Filipina, there's not, let me see if I got this. A Filipina with Latina, Mexican, and Spanish, Indian, Dominican, and black. I'm lost, bro. I ain't gonna even pretend. We'll talk about it. Yeah. I don't get it.
17, by law, you are a child. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, it's not like she's 8 years old, lead attorney. She's a child. You might not like it. She might have C cups. I know some of y'all are on that.
Lee went with the C cups. He a monster.
Doesn't matter what cup size she is. 17 years old. Child. How young we talking?
Did it freeze? Let's see. Give me a second. Give me a second to get this unfrozen. Take it back.
8 years old, lead attorney. She's a child. You might not like it. She might have C cups. I know some of y'all are on that. Doesn't matter what cup size she is. 17 years old. Child. How young we talking? Child. Bright line rule, no discussion. Heard some of y'all talking about she's not 9. It's a child. Any child 17 years old, child. Thank y'all for writing it in the chat. Child. Yeah. Let's get that straight. Did I go too far with the C cups?
Yeah, you did, Lee. You did. Shout out to you, though. But we got your point. 40 in the building. Shout out to 40. 40 says this. He say, Anton ain't nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do a damn thing. He does not want to be subject to discovery and depositions. This is true. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. A lot of folks who threaten to sue are just lying. That's a good point. Because Corey's attorneys can come back with some fire too. Shout out to you with the $5 love.
I try to make it visual for you. Child. All right. Here, let me end this poll too, because it's getting on my nerves and y'all already, y'all are like, man, Anton should not file this suit. All right. But there's the, there's the results. If you're watching, 3,000 people voted.
It looks like it froze for a second. Let's see. Let me bring it back.
Right, but there's the results. If you're watching, 3,000 people voted. 57% said no, Anton should not file. Only 29% said yes. So double the people said no. Double said Anton should not file, then said yes. All right. Now that we've got this straight, not only is the child.
I wonder why it keeps freezing like that.
Not file. Only 29% said yes. So double the people said no. Double said Anton should not file, then said yes. All right. Now that we've got this straight, not only is the child
Let's see what this is on. We're at 24. I'm going to take this one down and bring it back up. To remove that one from the stage, from the studio, then bring it back in. And we're on 24. So let me go to 24.
Low. Because we're public figures. If they're like you people in the chat, y'all have more protection. It's very difficult. Y'all can file lawsuits a lot quicker. But man, there's another category. This category is for private individuals and it has more protection. Man, when you talk about private minors, you can barely say their name. They are so fucking protected. You can barely say their name. Not only are they not.
Come on.
You can barely say their name. They are so fucking protected. You can barely say their name. Not only are they not putting themselves out there, they're children. They're children. Let me see if I can find this. Shout out to General. General says, man, Lee losing all of the 5150 that came because he came on set faking like he was a real one. Oh, I'm faking. By reading the law.
That hit Lee, boy. You can see it in his eyes. Like, y'all calling me a fake. You can see that in his eyes, boy. He like, okay, here's what we're going to do. There we go, Lee.
Shout out to General. General says, man, Lee losing all of the 5150 that came because he came on set faking like he was a real one. Oh, I'm faking. By reading the law to you fuckers, I'm faking, right? The legal explainer. This is why some of y'all are not successful, all right? I'm an attorney. I'm just explaining the law. Oh, lead attorney, you're not a real one. You're not telling us the code of the streets. I took the bar.
Tell him, Lee. I don't know why this keeps stopping on me like this. Let's continue.
Minutes for talking shit. But I can't because I'm a public figure. So y'all can talk all this shit you want. All right, y'all can talk all this shit you want. But just know, this ain't hate. A lot of y'all, Anton hating and shit. I'm telling you the law for educational purposes. This is not legal advice. If you don't like the law, do not shoot the lawyer. I'm the messenger. Some of y'all, a few of y'all are confused. This is all I've been doing my entire life. I'm just explaining it. Y'all going all these.
I agree with Mr. Gilmore of the Gilmore family. She is a child, even though she'll be 18 in a few months. I agree just based on the family, just family should be off limit, not talk about each other's families. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we have enough sense to do it. So I agree with you, Mr. Gilmore.
These other content creators platforms and you just listening to fucking random opinions and then you come over here thinking it's the same fucking thing. I'm explaining to you how the law works. I'm not on either side.
Get him, Lee.
Lead attorney's not keeping it real. I swear to God. All right. Getting back to it. In general, and again, haven't talked to Anton about this, haven't talked to Corey about this. No lawsuit might not ever be filed. I'm telling you guys how lawyers and attorneys think about situations like this. That is all. You're just getting a legal perspective. And what I'm telling you is that the people who get the most protection of all are private minors. Private minors. All right. Why? Because typically a child does not voluntarily enter into a public debate. Typically a child doesn't assume the risk. Typically a child does not benefit from publicity. Now, are there children who are public figures? Yes, maybe. What about the white girl that blew up TikTok 5 years ago, the Charlie DiMaggio girl? What she have, 300 million subs or some shit? She's public. She's public. There are super famous children who put themselves out there and start speaking on stuff. There are. So not all children receive this protection, but in general, children are considered private unless you can.
You will leave my boy alone. Shout out the league. Shout out the league.
Show some extreme circumstances. Oh, a shout out to Sober Skinny, Cash Me Outside. The Cash Me Outside girl. Yes, that's a great one. That's a great one. That girl, she got tatted up and started talking all types of shit. And she got, what'd she get? $10 million in a day when she turned 18? What'd I say? Some of y'all were waiting. Oh, lead attorney, you went too far with the C cups. Bitch made $10 million when she turned 18 on her birthday. But I'm going too far. But she's a child. Right? So typically, can a child be a public figure? Yes, but in general, they're private, and as children, they receive the most protection. Ooh, shout out to the new geeks. Says Greta Thunberg. Yes, that's an excellent. Greta Thunberg. Excellent. Well, yeah, she's a minor, right? She's grown now, but that's an excellent example. All right. So here we go. Just a quick, because we're about to get into the heavy part of the presentation. All right. Where we at in general? Does Corey enjoy First Amendment rights? Absolutely. But typically, First Amendment is for government protection, not for private civil lawsuit protection. All right. But there is First Amendment. So Corey's good right there. But again, you cannot say just anything to anyone with no consequences. And the First Amendment does not shield you from civil liability.
True.
All right. We talked about the public figure and private figure. You guys in general are private figure. We YouTubers are public figure. Public figures. Y'all can wild out against us.
What?
But we have to be very careful when we talk about you fuckers.
Wait a minute. So that means y'all can talk crazy in the comments. I can't sue. I can't earn my keep. Y'all can just talk reckless. Theo can just come in, talk reckless in the comments. I can't sue. I got to just continue to earn my keep. Can't believe this. Travesty. Just a travesty.
But y'all can go ham. Right? And let's just say obviously that both Corey and Anton are public figures, but what about the wife? And Lord knows what about that daughter. All right. And we see people like me, Corey, Anton, y'all have to really go ham on us for us to do anything. For you guys, y'all get so much more protection, but for kids, they typically get the most protection. All right. Now we're going to go deep. What did Corey say about this child? What did he say?
Here we go.
Oh, leader.
Oh, wait a minute. My bad.
Say about this child. What did he say? Oh, lead attorney, he just basically said she was ugly. Was that it? Is that where it started and where it ended? What did he say? And just for respect, I'm not going to put this up and, I'm just going to kind of censor it a little bit, but, I'm going to get you the gist. He started off by saying, I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter? What you already know. What does that show? When and his production team is terrible. I don't know how Corey got all this money, and Anton got money, but let me tell you, Corey got money too. But Corey's outfit, not what he was wearing. People were saying that he looked like a damn blood. So I saw somebody in the chat said he looked like a blood tugboat captain. That's not going to mean anything to you, but go back and watch the film. He looked exactly like a blood tugboat captain. They be roasted in his chat. They be roasted. But what does it mean when he looks over to the production team and says, hey, you got a picture of his daughter? A child? It's already showing you that he has an intent.
My bad.
Saying that he looked like a damn blood. So I saw somebody in the chat said he looked like a blood tugboat captain. That's not going to mean anything to you, but go back and watch the film. He looked exactly like a blood tugboat captain. They be roasted in his chat. They be roasted. But what does it mean when he looks over to the production team and says, hey, you got a picture of his daughter? A child? It's already showing you that he has an intent to dox. An intent. And when I saw that, I was like, man, I can't believe Corey's going to put up some blurred picture of his daughter. Why that damn picture wasn't blurred? No Gaussian blur, no pixelation, no emoji over the face, nothing.
Good
full-bodied. Child. So we're already starting off with the intent. Then what'd he say? He said, Anton, don't make no more kids. That B is going to be buying P like you after a while.
He did say that about that man's daughter. He did say it.
He said, Anton, don't make no more kids. That B is going to be buying P like you after a while. That.
Bring that back.
He said, Anton, don't make no more kids. That B is going to be buying P like you after a while. That child, that B is going to be buying P like you after a while. What does that show? it shows or it implies that the child will have to pay for sex. He's implying that this child, apparently he's implying that the child will have to pay for sex, but he's talking about a child. He says, don't make no more daughters, dog. You got to make it where your blank comes out with a boy so he can make excuses for him. He's basically calling the daughter ugly. The daughter's full screen. You want to talk about identification? A full-bodied, unblurred picture. Had her up there. Corey says, get dude off the screen. Called the child, the female child, a dude. What's he implying? Unattractiveness. Apparently. Now, maybe Corey, listen, all of this is just speculation. Maybe Corey would say something different. I'm not saying, as Corey would say, I'm not saying that I've talked to Corey and he told me all this. These are just my opinions of what someone might conclude when you say that B is going to be buying P like you after a while. What does that imply to you? I know what it implies to me, but it's my opinion. What is your opinion? Child. He was talking about that girl Mika, who apparently switched the fuck up on Anton. Anton's got a really big heart sometimes, and some of these folks be switching up on him. They really do.
You see how he said that? Now, Lee said, I'm not biased. I'm going to say this again. Lee said, I'm not biased. But Anton's got a really big heart. And the people they just switch up on him. He's so innocent. He's just so pure. And he just helps out so many people, and they just switch up on him. That's what it is. Now let me go back to giving legal advice. Lee, as I mentioned earlier, you're an influencer now, and how you say things does have an impact on how people see things. Yeah, Lee is biased. I noticed it on his live show the other day, and I noticed it on this one, even though he's using the law. But he kept throwing little statements such as this one out there to where you can tell, yeah, Lee is more Anton. I don't know if they're buddy or not, but leaning more towards Anton. Like I said, if it were me, and I kid you not, if I was Anton after watching my pal, my buddy, lead attorney, give 3 hours of free legal education on how because if you notice, Lee doesn't talk anything about what Corey could do to defend himself. Not in this part that I see so far. He hasn't talked about anything that Corey could do to defend himself, but basically what Anton could do, what Anton could do. Shout out to my brother AMSM in the building. And so it's not the way that he worded it. We're going to bring this back. The way that he worded it, it wasn't Anton's fault. He's nice. It's Mika's fault. She turned on him. He helped her and she turned on him. Not that he lied to her about being on the 5150 show. Not that he embarrassed her. No, that has nothing to do with it, does it, Lee? Not that she flew, dude. I don't care. Just for you guys that have never done it, I don't care if who buys you a ticket from DC to LA. I'm telling you, in the States, if you are not used to that 4.5-hour flight, that is a long flight. Just in here's the part. To be there for a week or two so you can get past your jet lag, cool. You telling me this man that flew this woman from one side of the country to the other side of the country, that same day when she lands, that afternoon, she gets to the 5150 studios. She's thinking she's going to be on the show. All hell break loose, and she got to fly back the next dang day. Ooh, you talking about being pissed. Ain't no liquor game tickets. Ain't no LA shopping sprees. Y'all flying back the next day. And lead attorney just gonna say, well, you know, Anton is always nice to people. Come on, Lee. This ain't you. This ain't you. AMF said this. He said Lee just wanted to caress Jeffrey Dahmer head. For real, seriously. Like Jeffrey Dahmer mom said, hey, maybe my son was hungry. Maybe my son was hungry. Just hold him tight and console him. Lead attorney just saying some ninjas be delicious. Why eat chicken when you can have ninjas? For real. Seriously, Lee, come on, man. This ain't you. This is not you. Let's go back and finish off what Lee was saying.
That B is gonna be buying P like you after a while. What does that imply to you? I know what it implies to me, but it's my opinion. What is your opinion? Child. He was talking about that girl Mika, who apparently switched the fuck up on Anton. Anton, man, Anton's got a really big heart sometimes, and some of these folks be switching up on him. They really do. And Mika came out with a video. I was like, what the fuck is that? Didn't even say Anton's name. What she said? I forgive you, Corey, and I'll go back on your show or some shit like. It's like, fuck. She really want to be on the show.
Well, wait a minute. Same thing with Anton. He never said anything about her. He was on his own show, his own live stream. He never said one word about his wife and one word about Mika. T-Mac said, Lead is a little sweet on Anton. On this episode, yeah. Just like that booty bandit from prison that Anton interviewed, who flirted with Anton. Anton, we can do it the easy way or we can do it the hard way. Seriously.
And then what Corey say? Was Corey like, oh, well, I thank you so much for accepting my apology? Was Corey like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I said that to you. Was Corey like, I should have never called you a bitch? Did Corey say that? Corey was like, if you want to get on the show, that's fine, but you got to get on something else first. You got to get on something. I'm like, fuck, this is the dude? You're dissing Anton for this dude? I don't think, Corey, I could be wrong. I don't think Corey give a shit about you. I really don't. I think he'll fuck you. I really do. I really do.
And it's the funny part. Here we go, Lead. Once again,
but
you're leading the jury, Lead. You're leading the jury. So what you're saying is that if she had the choice between the two, she'd have been better off with Anton. Being Anton, married man, side chick. That's what you're trying to say, Lead? trusting in a married man? Come on, Lee. You said that you were non-biased. You were showing us the legal ramifications. And now all of a sudden, Mika is a villain. Corey is a villain. And you and Anton best friends? Talk to us. Talk to us, Lee. We missing something somewhere. In the Black European village, and the troll be eating babies, and the lead attorney acquits the troll. The lead attorney tells the community, my bad, oh well. I'm going to eat some caviar now. You street peasants. Seriously. Come on, Lee. Don't be putting that on that woman.
I never talked to her. I don't even know who she is, but shit, if she talked to me, listen, I think you need to ride with Anton. I don't think anything good is over there for you with Corey. I don't think anything good.
Anything good with her with Anton.
But, shout out to her. I'm like, fuck. Corey's hardcore. He's going to tell you exactly how he feels. All right. He was talking to Mika. What did he say about Mika? He said, you ain't going to make no baby that look like that. Talking to a fucking girl, Mika, not daughter, Mika. Talking about fucking Mika. You ain't going to make no baby that look like that. Talking about Anton's daughter, implying again unattractiveness, maybe, my opinion. Talking to Mika, says, oh, you're a little short girl though. You're gonna give me a little swole, a little rut. He's attacking through Mika. He's attacking Anton's daughter's physical appearance. Right? Child. This was fucked up. Y'all remember what he said that was really fucked up? He was addressing the mom. He was looking at the camera talking to Anton's wife. He says to Anton's wife, them nights where them other niggas ain't, them nights when them other niggas ain't no, not niggas. I got it all blurred out. Them nights when them other bees, them other bitches ain't answering the phone. Them niggas gonna call your daughter. When they get home from the club and the other women ain't answering the phone, they looking for a fallback. They looking for sex of last resort. They just gonna allegedly. They just gonna call your daughter. Right? Now, and this is important, right? This is important. What does all facts say? Oh, he's a comedian, bro. He's a comedian. The comedian is stronger than the First Amendment. If the First Amendment won't save you, what makes you think being a comedian will? If the First Amendment of the United States Constitution won't save you, you think being a comedian will? When you're talking about a private figure who is a child and you are introducing sexual situations, sexual concepts, you are intermingling sex with children. But he's a comedian. You need to know that whatever occupation you're in, if you start mixing sex with children, prepárate.
Okay. I can agree with where you're coming from, except for this. How many times have we seen comedians crack sex jokes over the last 10 years of underage kids and R. Kelly? Did not they even do an episode of R. Kelly and underage kids on the Boondocks? Have we not heard those jokes of 14-year-olds and R. Kelly? Did those comedians get censored or limited? No. How many times have we heard comedians crack jokes on the little kids in their neighborhoods, the baby kids? I guess Robin Harrison should have been censored, huh? For talking about baby's kids. But now Corey can't crack a joke as a professional comedian. The part that Anton may have to prove was Corey not doing one of his skits, and he was doing a personal vindictive attack on Anton's daughter. I'm not an attorney. I'm asking for a friend, asking as a juror, as a person that would be on a jury. I'm asking. Does Corey have the right to say, listen, I'm a comedian, I do skits. I've been doing different type of skits and talking about this subject matter for almost 17 years on YouTube. Okay, here we go. How come YouTube still has Corey's channel up? You know YouTube will shut a channel down for any old thing. So how come you can talk about what you just talked about and Corey cracked jokes on this underage young lady? And like I said, I believe that it was wrong. Don't get me wrong. I believe that it was wrong. How come YouTube hadn't shut his channel down? When Corey talked about his own daughter and called her out all type of names, how come YouTube hadn't shut his channel down? When he talked about other people's kids, from Lori Harvey all the way to other people's children, he talked about when they were even underage. He talked about how weird Will Smith's kids are, and they were underage at that time period. We was all calling them weird. How come YouTube didn't shut him down? Legally, they had the right to. He was talking about sexual. Remember when Will Smith's daughter was taking a photo? I think it was in the bed with a young man that was over 18, and everybody just kind of like went crazy for a couple weeks. Like, oh my God, she's laying in bed with her head on his lap, blah blah blah, type of insinuating something intimate was going on at one point in time or another. How come Corey's channel wasn't taken down? How come he wasn't sued? How many times have we talked about President Trump's weird Damien Omen demon-looking kid? Now he's 7 feet tall, and he still look like he got demons and German shepherds, just like in the movie Damien Omen. He still look like children of the corn. How come we could crack jokes on? But now suddenly, since his lead attorney's buddy, Anton Daniels, Corey shouldn't be cracking the same jokes he's been cracking on YouTube for 17 years. That's one of the things that I would want to see as far as a defense. How come Corey could talk like this for 17 years and not once get banned, not once get a strike against his channel, not one time was his channel shut down because he said something based on this subject matter? So I wonder, like I say, asking from the audience, asking as a future juror in this case, how come he could do that all those years and then Anton can all of a sudden allegedly, let's say again, allegedly sue this man? LJ said this. He said, again, you can sue anyone for anything. That doesn't mean that the judge will hear your case. Futon is in his feelings. This is true. And tailor-made dreams. Shout out to my man, tailor-made dreams. The lead attorney is enabling him in a weak ass behavior. Yeah. 17 years, no issues. Nobody's suing him, saying take that image down, saying that about my children. Think about all the kids that have done weird things over the last few years, from Kim Kardashian not allowing Kanye to see the kids for the birthday party. Did not Corey talk about that? To Will Smith's weird kids from he's been doing this for 17 years. This man has talked about Will Smith's kids forever. How come YouTube ain't take that man channel down? Because we all know that it's all part of entertainment in a comedy skit. He does not personally know these people to personally attack these people. But like I say, I'm not an attorney. And you're right, brother. A person can file a lawsuit all day long. That doesn't mean that the judge is going to see it, and it doesn't mean that person's going to win. You will be able to do it for 17 years too if you're kissing white folks' ass. Yeah, like Anton, yeah, of course. But we know Corey ain't on that. So, and Corey's been talking like this for 17 years. Nothing that happened this past weekend, this past Tuesday with Corey was a surprise to any of us. None of us. Was it a little harsh? Yeah. Was it a surprise? No. Everybody can get it with Corey. Yeah, if speeches are protected, you're right. All the comedians aren't protected. Crazy. We're almost done, gentlemen.
But if I think cabrón, like, get ready. It's coming. He's a comedian. Some of y'all, man. Shout out to Mr. I pulled this up. I didn't even know it was him. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. Some of y'all are going to learn. Do you know who's going to be on that fucking jury? White people.
Not the scary white people. Oh my God, white people. Oh my God. Let me get to the super chat. Shout out to you reminding me. David said this with the $5 love. David said, did Mr. Daniels bash men who travel overseas, didn't lead travel to Mexico recently? Yeah, and Lee lived in Mexico for 6 years too. I don't. You know what I don't miss, man? These political games that go on back in the States. That's another thing I don't miss. The wishy-washiness, the up and down, the palming each other hands, the I scratch your back, you scratch mine, that mindset. I'm done with all that childishness, man. I really am. You get to a point where you're like, okay, enough is enough. I got it. I get it. I get it. Goodness gracious. Let's go back to the video.
Shout out to Anton. You think a 67-year-old white woman is going to find this funny? He's a comedian, lead attorney. You think the 76-year-old white woman gives a damn? She's 67. She's white. She's a woman. Corey is black, talking about a child who is female. Man.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I said about Anton does not have to call lead attorney. He just gave him the green light. No, I didn't. Yes, you did, Lee. But that wasn't what I was trying to do. Lee, you're an influencer. Yes, you did. If the man wasn't trying to do it, and he was right on the edge, you definitely pushed him over. You definitely pushed him over, Lee. No, that wasn't my plan. I know it wasn't. But you're an influencer, Lee. It's amazing how you know everything about yourself, but you just all of a sudden don't notice that you're an influencer and that you can have influence. So you think that you having over 500,000 subscribers is just so happenstance and you don't influence anybody. I'm just reading the laws. Yes, you are, Lee, as an influencer, as an influence. You're reading the laws as an influence. Let's take the ER off. Lee, remember, you're having influence now. You're influencing this man. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Look how excited you look, Lee, when you say, hey, you know, the older lady, she's a woman, she's white, the almighty worshipped whiteness of the greatest whiteness of all time, right? I got you, Lee. And at the same time, Corey, this monster with his mouth. Ain't that what you did, Lee? He ain't got a chance. And as influence, not an influencer, as influence who knows the law, all I got to do is watch your episode and then start doing my homework, hire an attorney or reach out to you to do my homework so I can go ahead and get some of that, because I want some of that money. You did this, Lee, then you did this. What does that got to do with the law? You're not an influence? Right. Let's finish this off.
Some of y'all ain't ready. Some of y'all ain't ready. Comedian. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He's exactly right. Do you know who's going to be on the jury? Fucking 80-year-old white judge sitting up there. White as hell. Looking at Corey like this. You said what? To a child? You said when the other niggas call women and those women don't answer the phone, they're going to call this child. That's what you said. That's what you said, Mr. Holcomb. Just to get it straight, just so I'm clear. The other niggas are going to call this child for sex as a last resort. Just so I'm clear. Shit. Some of y'all don't know how the law works. But he's a comedian, so I don't know, man. I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
We're going to end it right there. He spoke for a couple more hours, but we got the gist of what he was saying. Is that basically, hey, Corey might not have a case, and Futon might have a case. Notice I use those words, might have a case. I'm not an attorney. I wouldn't know. Especially, you got Lee, 25 years experience. He going all like this, telling, hey, all you, the white people on the jury, they ain't going for that. I don't know. I'm not in that situation. I started this week off regarding this. I don't care what happens with this. I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm not stateside anyway, so I don't care nothing about what happened in the States with these two grown ass men, Corey and Futon. I'm just glad that Futon got exposed for what he is anyway. So be it. Starting next week, we're going to be talking about our outside the United States topics, preparing you guys for your journeys beginning of the year, some of the things that you want to do coming down the turnpike from the Black Manosphere Conclave in Vegas all the way to some of the vacations and trips that you may want to do. We're going to be talking about some cruises that'll be leaving out of Barranquilla and Cartagena. Some of you guys may want to come down here, enjoy Colombia, and then take a cruise to some of these exotic islands around South America. We're going to be talking about things like that. But we're not going to waste our time anymore talking about stateside, two grown-ass men. Enough is enough. I know it's going to go viral for a couple more weeks, and everybody been eating good off of Anton and Corey. I got it. But all of this starts with YouTube. Yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm done. And you know what? I was not going to talk about this at all. I just so happened to I was doing some editing, and I just so happened to kind of like see lead attorney pop up. And I said, well, let me see what Lee talking about. And it kind of just jailed into, I said, well, you know what? To hear from an attorney perspective, I say that would be a good topic for us to do tonight. So I just kind of like clipped a bit of what he was saying. Okay, cool. Thank you, David. I know what you're talking about, the Cameron interview. Yeah, Black Manosphere Conclave 2027 is in Columbia, Ohio, or is it that Columbia, South Carolina, or is that Columbia, state of Washington? Because I don't know where that is. I don't know where Columbia. Okay, I see what he meant. 2 O's. No U. 2 O's, no U. You say, what tour list of restaurants are you going to recommend? I have all that ready for us for 2027. Oh yeah, we got some great spots to check out. But yeah, I'll check that video out, Dave. Let's get ready to head up out of here, gentlemen. We don't have to have a long night here. And I'm not doing any movies tomorrow because I'm studying for the exam that's coming up that I have on the 15th for my practicing exam. So shout out to all you guys out there, man. I appreciate your support. And this is just a tale of don't let this YouTube stuff go to our heads, man. Don't let this stuff go to our heads. Say Andre have time to let's time people out for 24 hours. But Miss, I know, right? Andrea would have been mad about that. Yes, she would have. Yeah. Andrea would have been mad to see Colombia instead of Colombia. Yeah. He said Anton and Corey, a little bit of good distraction, but now we back on travel business. Absolutely correct, brother. Absolutely correct. I kid you not. If it was not, I got you, IMF. If it was not, shout out to Jay Fleming in the building. If it were not for this coming from lead attorney, I was not going to do this episode on this. I'm burned on it, man. That fast. I am so burnt out on it. I don't give a damn what happens. I don't care what happens. My favorite part is when Detroit said they don't F with Anton. Hey, okay, so I wasn't crazy. So I'm not crazy. Okay. That's all I need as a Detroiter. That's all I need to see. I'm like, so is this the new style of Detroit? Is this the Detroit that's a different style? No, Detroit is still Detroit. Anton just ain't Detroit. Like they said, he might be from Southfield somewhere, from the suburbs. Named Clarence, got good, real nice parents. You warned him that his mouth is going to get him in trouble. Yep. Could be Kekekisha University spelling called the Kumrumbia. For real. Let me get these outro videos ready for us, gentlemen. I'll be seeing you guys on Sunday. Enjoy your weekends, gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. It's all yours. It's all yours.
I said, yeah. Yeah. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck. Up the budget, cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Ain't got it, they just be talking. Ain't got it, they just be talking. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit from me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, you know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you getting left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching you next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in. The eye on me, you know what I'm reppin'. It's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressin'. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on weed, she tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, you know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch it, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we are for being.
Like it or love it, I had to just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.